I made a sign that said 39 before the game, and last week talked about leading into the Cincinnati game that this is a great opportunity to pull ourselves to 500, to even our record out and continue the streak we've been on since we started off 0-3. And then it occurred to me later in that day that this is also an opportunity for the seniors to become the all-time winningest class in program history. And those of you who know the history of our program, I brought these seniors into a room when they first got here and challenged them and told them and convinced them that they would graduate as the all-time winningest class in Xavier history. And I think they kind of looked at me a little bit funny, and I kind of looked at them a little bit funny. And then just like that, 4 years later, they're the winningest class in program history with quite a bit of soccer left in them. So it's a testament to those guys. Some were committed here before I got hired, others committed after I got hired. And they were basically looking at a broken program that had won 5 games in 2 years with a first-time head coach, and really committed to the vision we had and committed to the university, because there really wasn't a lot of soccer to buy into. And they're the ones that really put us on the map. They're the builders, and I was happy for them to get that win. And I think to get it on the road against Cincinnati and get it as a momentum-building win for us, and to go 4 years without losing to your rival, 2-0-2. We hadn't beaten or tied Cincinnati for quite a few years prior to that. There were a lot of feathers to put in their cap last night, and I'm happy for them, and I think it goes without mentioning that they're a special group of guys. I think our team has grown. I think our team certainly has continued to be a work in progress. We're still missing some guys that we're going to have to compensate for the next game or two. But I do think, and there's 2 different hats to approach the Marquette game. One is we're 0-0 and we're starting over in the Big East, but the other is we're on a little bit of a run here with 5-game unbeaten streak, and want to keep some of that momentum we've had. I have a lot of respect for Marquette. I believe in college soccer, and basically at any level, there's 4 components. That's the attack, that's the defensive side, that's the belief, and then there's usually set pieces. And I think Marquette really has a swagger to them, an earned swagger, and a confidence to them, having done what they did last year, and that was be a top 5 team for just about the entire year. They're very good on the attacking side of the ball. They have some great personalities in their front 4, and they can come at you wide. They can come at you through combination play. They have a couple guys who can run in behind. And certainly defensively, they defend higher up the field and get teams under pressure, but then they also have some insurance on their back line with some size, and they're rugged and good goalkeeping. People around the league will tell you that Marquette could very well have the best goalkeeper, the best center back, the best center midfielder, and best forward in the league. And that is a great spine, and that's a program that certainly grew over the years, and Coach Bennett's done a great job, and I think it's going to be a tough game for us, but I also like the fact that I think we can game plan for them, we can get ready for them. We're playing them at home on our place, and we tend to do better for teams where we're not going to have the ball as much, and we probably have to prepare for them a little bit more. So this schedule was made as a high-end RPI schedule, a non-conference, and then we would go in the Atlantic 10. And then all of a sudden in April, they tell us we're going to be in the Big East. So we got through, we grinded through the non-conference part, and now we're coming to the Big East part. And it's a double-edged sword. There are great opportunities in that there are several top 20 teams on our schedule with high RPI implications for those games. And then it's also grueling to know that every Wednesday or Saturday you have a heavyweight fight, and there's no rest for the weary, and certainly it's one challenge after another. But I think our preparation's been good, our mental toughness is good, and our guys know what's ahead of them. We've embraced that, and I think we're ready to move forward with it. First of all, I want to thank marketing and thank our fans for what's been a great first couple outings from an attendance standpoint, a support standpoint, and hopefully that will carry over on Saturday. It's our first Big East game of the season. It's our first Big East game ever, and it happens to be the first on-campus athletic event for Xavier in the Big East. So there's a little bit of fanfare going into that, but we've talked about it being the next game as well. And then Saturday's promotion is the Pots and Pans night, which I think is interesting. I've told people it's either going to drive me crazy or it's going to be a great 12th man for us, but I think it is unique, and I think it's really creative, and it's the type of thing that we do here that makes us a great little venue and really a tough out and a great place to play.